Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and send things over to Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca. Good evening.
Good evening, Tara. I remember my wife and I were hiking. We hiked to the Bull Tree, which is a pretty sensationally large tree in Kings Canyon National Park. And the day we were there, there was wildfire on the other side of the canyon called the Rough Fire. The Rough Fire eventually burned actually to the bull tree on the other side of the canyon and burned all the way around it, but the tree survived. It's one of the most impressive, random in the middle of nowhere trees. You wouldn't even find another sequoia around it. It's all by itself. But yeah, fire, crazy stuff out there in the Sierra Nevada. 2 new fires just outside of, or actually just within the boundary of Sequoia National Park, which I talked about at the beginning of the show today. And that's all from lightning that happened last week. Although it could have been a lot worse. There was a lot of lightning, but the storms across the state actually carried with them some rain, which you know, is good. You want to have that rain accompanied by that lightning. Certainly keeps the amount of fires down, and we certainly didn't see a lot of fire, so that is some good news. Right now, no wet weather across the state. We have 2 areas of high pressure. We're kind of in between them with a weak trough of low pressure just along the coast, and that's for the most part just keeping temperatures seasonable. It's been a day where our high temperatures are about where they should be for this time of year here on the Central Coast. And as we go through the day tomorrow, I expect some slight deepening of our marine layer. So overnight tonight, a little bit of low cloud cover. You might detect a little bit of drizzle on the south and east sides of the bay. I think the marine layer will get about 500 feet deeper, and that may, while it did make it into the Salinas Valley this morning, that may mean we get a little bit of low cloud cover sneaking on into maybe the San Juan Valley and Hollister overnight. So a little bit more cloud cover by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. And then I think tomorrow afternoon we'll clear out a little bit more on the north side of the bay, but the south side of the bay may be a little cooler and cloudier during the afternoon than it was today. Otherwise, not too much of a change in your sensible weather as we get into the day tomorrow. Temperature-wise, still going to be warm, if not a little toasty up in the hills, with 95 you're expected high in Boulder Creek and 83 in Felton tomorrow. Up at the top of Highway 17, still in the upper 80s, and your lows overnight up high, staying in the 60s. It'll certainly be cooler down in the valley bottoms as we get close to 50 in places like Ben Lomond. But back to Santa Cruz for your high tomorrow. You're going to stay in the 70s, same in Capitola and Watsonville as you kick off that work week. Low 70s for you. Same in Salinas, a few degrees cooler than today. Hollister also cooling down a couple of degrees tomorrow, but we'll see the 90s remaining in the Santa Clara Valley. Again, the south and east shores of the bay a little bit cooler. Highs mainly in the mid 60s tomorrow. Monterey at 66, and you did get close to 70 today, so that may feel a little cooler to you. 63 your high out at Pebble Beach, and then farther south, we'll see a range in the Salinas Valley from that 76 in Gonzales to 101 in Bradley. So a few actual areas down south may get a touch warmer tomorrow. And I've got triple digits in the San Antonio Valley and Parkfield as well. Let's look at the next 7 days now. On the coast, we'll see some minor variations in the coming days, but generally pretty nice weather. I've got it partly cloudy. We're going to be on the cusp of mostly sunny to partly cloudy every afternoon. So I wouldn't really call it like June gloom, May gray, no sky, July, August, fog, timber, or anything like that. We'll get some sunshine in the afternoons, and temperatures should be pretty close to normal for this time of year. So I guess we kind of call that, what, local summer, when, you know, the tourists are kind of flocking away and you get to have the beach to yourself, or at least just a couple of your local friends, right? That's going to feel more like that, I suppose. And actually, I do expect some warming as we head into the weekend. Inland areas, temperatures also cooling off a bit. Your normal high this time of year should be around 85, so we're actually a little bit above that tomorrow, close to it Tuesday, Wednesday, and then below it on Thursday. And then as we head into the weekend, temperatures will ramp up a little bit, but there actually is a weak trough of low pressure, and some models showing a cold front coming through somewhere around the 19th, which is Sunday. I at least saw one computer model that had some rain associated with it. That is kind of an off solution at the moment, but something I'm keeping my eyes on. In the meantime, expect just a slight cool down as we head out of next weekend. Taryn?